Not so fast Real Madrid. Mini Rodri Nico Gonzalez and devastating Omar Marmish can swing huge Champions League playoff back in Man City's favor. Pep Guardiola might claim his side have a 1% chance of overhauling the tie, but his shiny new weapons can make all the difference. Manchester City approached the first leg of their Champions League playoff tie with Real Madrid as if it were 2023 all over again. And for a brief period it felt like we were watching the very same team that demolished Los Blancos on the way to winning the treble. John Stones was sitting in front of the defense and boldly strolling around midfield. Kevin De Bruyne was ahead of him. Jack Grealish was strutting up and down the touchline, his foot stuck to the ball. Erling Haaland was heavily involved in attacks and scoring. Ederson was saving every shot he faced. But City were soon reminded that the treble season was a distant memory. That 2 years is a long time in football, and the same movie they have seen time and time again in 2024 to 25 started to play out. Grealish pulled up injured. De Bruyne's powers faded. Bernardo Silva was easily beaten in midfield. Ederson misplaced kicks, and City threw away their lead, turning a lovely advantage for the second leg in Madrid into a daunting deficit that not even the most optimistic of Blues could see them pulling off. Pep Guardiola looked inconsolable in his post-match press conference, while Stones was lost for words. But on Saturday against Newcastle, City left their past behind and looked to the future, fueled by their shiny new signings. Abdulkadir Kuzanov had Alexander Isak in his pocket. Nico Gonzalez patrolled midfield with power and elegance, giving no indication he was making his Premier League debut. And up front, Omar Marmish scored a hat-trick in the space of 14 minutes, turning what was expected to be an unforgiving afternoon for City against top-4 rivals into a highly enjoyable day out. All of a sudden, Wednesday's trip to the Spanish capital looks far more appealing. Now City have plenty of reasons to believe that they can raid Santiago Bernabeu and come back with a last 16th place in their pocket. Impact signings. City have had an ever-growing list of problems this season, but against Newcastle it felt as if it only took 2 players for most of their issues to suddenly fade away. Kuzanov enjoyed a fine display, especially after his nightmare debut against Chelsea, but the victory was primarily constructed by Gonzalez and Marmish, the most lucrative and exciting acquisitions of the club's mega shopping spree in January. Neither player started against Madrid, as Marmish got just 6 minutes of action plus added time, coming on just as his new team capitulated from 2-1 up to 3-2 down. But if he and Gonzalez get the nod at the Bernabeu, City stand a real chance of turning the tie around. Marmish had not had the easiest start to life with his new club since his £59 million move from Eintracht Frankfurt. With City being embarrassed 5-1 by Arsenal and then being given a real FA Cup fright by Leyton Orient, it was not the biggest surprise, then, that he was only on the bench against Madrid. But against Newcastle, he showed exactly why he was the second highest provider of goals and assists in Europe's top 5 leagues behind Mohamed Salah, and why City were so keen to snap him up. The Egyptian played off the left of City's attack, and that was where he made his first move from, dancing into the area before firing over the bar.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and share the video. Your support means a lot to me.